welcome back to the Liverpool Community Podcast. I'm your host, Chase Johnson Lynch. Joined once again with my man Phil on the decks. What's up, Phil? Hey. And we got two cool guys in the studio with us today. I might not even need notes. I like to throw it away like Craig Ferguson, but I won't because I probably do. Anyway, I'm here with Mad Saint Media. What's up, brothers?
You all right, mate?
Chase, how you doing? Thanks for having us.
All right, no problem. I mean, I'm joined by Nick and Jake. Nick and Jack.
Jake.
You know what? I do.
Happens all
We
the
don't
time.
have to cut this.
I
But I knew it.
I hope this is staying in.
Wait, no. But
Brilliant.
I do. See, I have it written down.
We've had about 3 people call him Jack as well, and he's
everyone.
just, no, it's Jake.
It always happens.
Absolutely
So
love you
funny.
guys. I'm going to rag him about
Anyway, so Mad Saint Media is a local production company that are doing a lot of great things that we're going to be talking about today. But it's not just the two of you that are part of Mad Saint Media. There's like 2 other members of the Fantastic Four, aren't they? We should always give a shout out to the people that are involved, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously there's me and myself and Nick, who are videographers. We've also got a lad called Steve, who's a photographer, and a woman called Darlene, who's our business manager.
Yeah, and I mean, so basically you guys started, I don't know, I mean, like, I know you guys were running around for a couple of years. We didn't want to put any, like, I guess, a specific year on it. But you would say you've been doing it for, like, about, what, 4 to 6 years now?
Yeah, so me and Nick have been doing film and media since university. And
That's why they didn't want to put any specific year on it, because they didn't want to show their age, did you, right?
And then, about 4 years ago, the two of us started working for Craig Phillips, the guy who won the first Big Brother.
Yeah, man,
Back in
we all know
2000.
Craig, man. We all know Craig.
Liverpool legend.
we're here in Liverpool. We all know Craig. So, I mean, that's what I thought was really interesting because, like, a lot of people remember, like, when Craig was, what was he doing, a DIY type of series or whatever?
Yeah, so he does all how-to videos and DIY videos. It's mainly for his corporate partners. And
Yeah.
He does a load of like wacky creative builds for himself and stuff like that.
And you were like the creative team that were doing that.
Yeah, so we used to record, we used to handle his social media, we used to record his corporate sponsor videos, we looked after his YouTube channel, his podcast, everything.
Yeah.
Everything
for
really.
both the Craig Phillips channel and his Mr. and Mrs. DIY as well.
Yeah. And I mean, like, so basically, you know, while you guys were doing this, you know, you kind of like said to yourself, you know, this is kind of cool, but, you know, I mean, I think we could do more.
I think that's right, yeah. I mean, we've been predominantly focused on DIY videos and DIY projects.
And you don't even know how to build a bench. Or
I couldn't tell you how to put a shelf together, even though I've been working
Didn't
on it.
learn anything while you were holding that camera.
Not at
did ya?
all. Not at all.
I mean, this could use some work, actually.
I can see the difference in a flathead and a Phillips head, but that's about it. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? When he said I could tell you the difference between a flathead and a Phillips head, I thought he was going to go into the flat Earth theory, and we were going to go into a whole different thing.
Oh my god.
No, Chase was thinking we were talking hairstyles. That's what Chase
Big flat top in 1987. Yeah.
All right, Phil, stop it. I know I said you were funny. But so anyway, when you decided to branch out, you know, you like took some people along with you, and that's where Steve came in, didn't it?
Yeah, so Steve was actually Craig's cousin, and Steve came to work for Craig as full-time photographer. But I think we all sort of, after a few years being around DIY, we all sort of realised we had our own niches and our own markets, you know, that we wanted to tap into and we were interested in.
Yeah.
And I think that's sort of how the media company came about. So initially we were just doing this as a side hustle, I suppose you would call it, just for extra freelance jobs to make a bit of extra money. And gradually it just became what it is today, which is Mad Saint Studio.
What's really great about media, and I've always been talking to people about that, is like, what I can't stand, like in schools, they put it as like one word and they lump everything into it.
Yeah.
Right? Like photography, camera, and all that kind of stuff. And then they don't really teach anything around it, right? So when like students like going for media studies and stuff, and this is not all schools, people, but I'm just saying. But what you guys, because basically what you guys do at Mad Saint is like you do everything from music videos to documentaries to promos. So that's what I'm just trying to say is like we could do more than just doing these like little how-to videos.
Absolutely. It is a bit of a broad umbrella, I suppose, the media that you're turning into.
Yeah.
But there's so much of it, and there's so many different avenues you could go down if you're starting out. Because we haven't even done pretty much no radio stuff. Although we work with a couple of radio presenters, but
Yeah, you work with a couple of radio presenters that says we could do that.
yeah, I can talk. Both.
Yeah, I could talk.
Yeah, I can talk. I can talk.
Do you know how many people I've come across to say, yeah, I could talk for England, and what are you waving at? Oh, okay, that's you? Yeah, right. And
I was
you see them doing it? All right. But there's so many people who say, especially like during the pandemic, there's so many people who say, I could do podcasts and everything.
Yeah.
But then they end up just only kind of like doing like one show, maybe two, and everything. They run out of steam after about 6.
Yeah.
Because it's not really
so
that
easy
easy, is it?
It's so easy.
It looks easy.
So easy to do. All you need to do is a microphone and whatever you've got to talk about.
Exactly.
But it is the old consistency is key, isn't it? Yeah. And also the longevity of what you're talking about.
I like to think it's the Riz, but that's okay.
Maybe on this one. Maybe on
I only learned that word this morning. Actually.
I know. Phil's that old. He only knows what Riz is.
I'm so sorry.
So you guys, as you said, you were videographers, but you also, which is key, are editors as well.
Yeah.
And everything. So the both of you, you edit, and so you film whatever project you are and you edit. So I was kind of like saying, well, how do you decide between who gets to do what job? Who gets the worst end of the stick?
The short end of the stick constantly keeps passing from pillar to post.
Exactly.
Often it comes down to a coin toss or something.
I'll do that if you do this. But then there'll be other times where we'll say, no, I want to do this. Because it means all the rubbish stuff I get to palm off onto you, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, who gets to do the offline, who gets to do the online, who gets to do, that's like the loading in, who gets to actually do the creativity and the special effects. Because I have watched a couple of your videos, which is hopefully when we put out the social media handles, I mean, everything's massing media, right?
Yeah.
People will see what I've seen. There's like a lot of like great creative work from you guys and stuff like that. But getting to that and the creativity, one of the things I thought was fascinating. Now, obviously, there are a lot of photographers, and a lot of photographers who probably have photo studios. They set up like the white cyc or the green background and everything else like that. But you guys, more creative than that. You do particular type of photo shoots. Can you give us some examples?
Yeah. So one right off the top of my head recently. So with Liverpool Comic Con coming up, we've had a lot of cosplayers in. So a lot of cosplay photo shoots. Like we had a fella in last week.
It was Captain America. His costume's absolutely
Dude, I saw these photos and I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was blown away. I mean, obviously, he's in front of a green screen because you showed us the behind the scenes. And that's what's great about these guys. They show you the interworkings of what they do. But the backgrounds that you actually put onto it, I'm like, it's not like I thought that was Steve Rogers, but I just thought it was mad cool.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
That depends on the cosplayer. Cosplayer can come in like, I really did it. But, your talent there was really awesome. And I thought, wow, this is really cool, especially noticing that that's the time frame, right? Because I think you also said in dealing with people, you had done like a maternity shoot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had I think she was 6 or 7 months pregnant to come in, and then
did she try to do the Demi Moore thing?
Well, yeah, she had a couple of different setups, but it was brilliant. And then on the day, boyfriend or
of course,
boyfriend came up and said, actually, could you film the next bit because I'm going to propose. So we were like, oh my god, yeah, sure. So I went, right, well, when you go and start proposing, I'll know where to be in position. Just tap your head 3 times. No problem.
Yeah, just tap your head.
And literally, he didn't, I think he was that nervous because his hands were shaking. The whole thing. He didn't wait for the tap, but unfortunately enough, I was filming anyway, so I just thought, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I managed to catch it all on camera.
Did he drop to the one knee or?
He dropped to the one knee, yeah. It was
during
the shoot.
You didn't need to be like...
So it was as the shoot was happening, so they managed to get a bit of a 2-in-1 out of us. Proposal and a maternity shoot, but
yeah.
And she said yes, by the way, as well. So,
yeah,
lovely photos, lovely
nice one. I mean, no, that's amazing. But that's what I'm trying to say is like, I think what you do is it depends on the time and the situation for you to create. And I mean, that's why it's kind of like hard to say what's the next thing, because you always got to keep thinking and keep moving, don't you?
Yeah.
But one of the things I thought was also cool about what you guys offer beyond like the photo studio and all that kind of stuff is that you're both drone operators, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. You're like freaking frat. You know, no.
Swiss Army cameraman.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, not everybody can. Not everybody
Yeah.
can do. I mean, you know that. I mean, so tell us about drone operation and stuff like that. How's that for you guys?
Yeah, so it's absolutely brilliant. It just adds another dimension into
Yeah.
the projects that you can provide. And it just makes them look really nice if they've got a really nice establishing shot that lingers for 5 seconds if you're doing a documentary or...
Well, it looks so
Have a
great
look at
when
the
you see, like, you know, the POV flying over the city
Yeah,
or over
exactly.
a street. It makes the street that much more dynamic, doesn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. And it also gives you the good sense of where you are and what's happening in the areas
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I saw a project you just did with Mind Moves, you know, and
Yeah.
everything like that, you know, where like you had filmed like a series of parks and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I think it's just amazing, like how many times, you know, the people say, yeah, I want to get this, I want to get that. But we also have to say, you know, I mean, you know, people need proper licensing for that. You know, these gentlemen do have that. I don't know if Phil was on me when I did my eyes, but of course you do.
At least I hope so anyway.
No. In talking to him, he did say, "I do know where the no-fly zones are." Yes, yes, indeed, I do.
Oh, absolutely no in the airports.
No,
Don't worry
no.
about that. Don't worry about that.
No, I think if you fly at a certain level, you're good. Yeah. It's all right. Music videos or promos basically is just something that you guys are offering, which is a little bit different because, I mean, obviously a lot of times, you know, artists, you know, want a video. Now, I come from the 90s, as we all know, right, Phil?
Hell yeah.
Thank you. these guys, I wasted a whole Curtis Blow story on these guys, and they don't even know who he was. They waited to the end to say, I don't know who he is.
It was a nice story.
Them's the breaks, yeah.
It was a nice story.
It was a nice story. Thank you. It was a very good story.
For context, by the way, I was born in the 90s.
So was I.
Just stop showing off.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's your excuse for not knowing. Great. But no, I mean, but anyway, like, so a lot of people often come, like, they want a music video, but they want it for free, you know? And for them, they might think they're spending their hard-earned money, right? You know, which is still, like, maybe, like, 50 quid and everything. But then they say, I want cars, I want clubs, I want girls. How many times have you heard this story? Please tell me a lot.
It's it's the difference between what am I spending and what can you spend, really. And also what budget,
Is that
what budget
really
have you
what
got
the
and what
difference
budgeting? I think so, yeah.
I say, you know what? How much do you believe yourself? Put it on the table. I want to see.
Yeah.
And it's usually like a dime or a quarter. I know those are American terms, but still, you know, something that small, you know, because they want everything and stuff like that. But what I kind of noticed when I was looking through your website and stuff is that you were doing promotional videos, which weren't like that long. It was like snippets of what they could do. And I thought, you know what, maybe that's pretty cool and stuff like that, what you're doing. I mean, how did that come about?
So a lot of the time we get people, so we kind of cross-promote quite a lot. We work with a company called Who Dares Grins, which they predominantly did stand-up comedy, but now they're branching into live music. And they have a lot of acts that want a short promotional video, sort of showcasing, you know, what they're about, the performances, the songs they perform. So we kind of offer a promo video, usually about 3 minutes long, and it'll showcase about 5 30-second snippets of a song, and just shows the variety.
mainly
Their
for the
talent,
promoters.
their skill, and what you would get from them if
pretty
they
much.
were doing a show.
It's mainly for the promoters to send to venues and say, look, we've got X, Y, Z here, and this is what they perform. This is the style. Have a look at this and see if it's any good. We've had quite a lot of good feedback and things from it as well. Not only that as well, but from other promoters saying, "Oh, I sent that video to 2 venues, and we got them gigs in both places," which is exactly what it's all about. Because it's
you got no money reprobate from that. You know?
Well,
you never really do from a music video.
Yeah, but
anyway.
we put that on the boasting page and we say, well, you know, we've got at least 2 gigs.
There you go.
So you know,
There you go.
It's worth it.
I mean, main thing is you get artists probably say, "Hey, I saw that. Can you do something for me?"
Yeah. We've had a few of them as well.
Going back to that though, actually, we've had a few, and this doesn't necessarily just work for music artists, for businesses as well. We've started introducing a new thing now as well called a content day package. So when we were working for Craig, we found a lot of the time that reels were kind of the biggest forms of media for engagement.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we've started off in a package now where a business or an artist can come into the studio for a full day, and out of that they'll get 5 reels for to post across the socials, maybe in the lead up to a single or a new product. Is it 10 promotional
Yeah,
images?
10 photos
10
is mainly what we start off with, but like anything, it's all negotiable.
Yeah. And other
And
options.
what do you do that on a green screen or a white screen or?
Well, it depends what they want and.
I mean, because it's not their office, is it? So I mean,
No.
like it's kind of like and they're not models if they're business owners. So it's like it's kind of like good to
I will
have a
try our
background.
best. We try our best.
No, I'm just saying
Still wrong.
it's best to have a background to like look at that me trying to help you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
actually, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
Not that they pay. Anyway, so like you also are like something that usually I ask like what people got coming up is like something I just thought was interesting. Hopefully, people will find is that you guys do networking meetings or coffee meetups and stuff like that. Tell us about that.
So every Tuesday and Thursday morning, and then the occasional Saturday, we invite members of the public, people in the industry, mainly photographers if they're just doing it for a side gig. Just come in, have a look at the space. No sales tactics, no pressure. Come in, free coffee, free croissant, and a couple of biscuits.
Have a look, free croissants.
Have a look and see if the space will work for you. I know you like the croissants when you.
They were pretty big. I did like the
Yeah,
croissants.
he absolutely loved them.
All right, man.
Yeah.
No,
He's never been out the studio.
You're not telling me anything like that already.
Hey, you. So pretty much is also too it's just I just thought what was really interesting is that like we're for those who are in Liverpool anyway like that is that you guys are in like a well-known film studio facility.
Yep.
Like the Boundary Studios or the Liverpool Film Studios and stuff like that. So you're like one of the probably one of the production houses in there. Are you one of the few that are in there? I'm not talking about the ones that come in with like projects. I mean, I'm talking about as far as that are always there.
It's quite ironic that it's called the Liverpool Film Studios because we're the only media-related company that's in there. We have
I thought that you were like the thing that wouldn't leave, right?
Yeah. Well, initially we just went in to inquire about office space, and
Yeah.
we said, "Oh, we've got offices, but if you want something a bit bigger, we've got these industrial units underneath." So we just went and had a look, and we were like, "Yeah, we want one of these." We're absolutely sold on it, pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
It was all just dependent on size, wasn't it, and what was available.
So it's not, excuse me, it's not like you had to compete with other productions going on near you.
No. As I say, the only other company that's related to the film industry is there's a mobile catering company a couple of doors down.
I thought
But
they had
do
production offices though for like like when projects are shot. Like we had a student who actually ended up interning on a TV series called Curse and stuff like that, and the production office was in that studio and everything. So probably upstairs.
Might be
probably
up,
just don't know,
square,
but
tucked away, but
That-
the guy who was on the
they're
front
probably
of the desk
gone.
said,
Probably.
yeah, he was just said, "Oh, you should be the actual only media company in here."
Really,
You're like, that's absolutely crazy.
it is crazy.
Better in the name of
They don't want to take the name off of the big
Yeah,
wall.
it sounds too good.
It's such a good name, isn't it? Liverpool Film Studios.
Yeah, we have just now unveiled the truth. Yeah, he did, not me. So one of the things I thought was interesting is kind of like because of all the things that you do, from music videos to documentaries to, have you guys ever done any like short films or anything?
Mainly in university. It's definitely something we'd like to do, but a lot of the time we're so busy with corporate work and documentaries, podcasts, etc. It's quite hard to find the time these days.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying, you're just too busy.
Yeah.
You're just too busy, man. That's what it is. And everything. But one of the things you said, Nick, is that you were interested in doing something more with boxing.
Yeah, most definitely. It's such a good avenue to go down. especially the
Not physically boxing.
no, absolutely.
Look at him. We're not talking about you want to do
I'm
you
not heavyweight or anything like that. No, not for me. But you're seeing the amount of boxers that are coming out of the city now, especially like Nick Ball.
Yeah.
In the Everton Red Triangle, it's absolutely brilliant. And and not only that there's also a massive demand to see live boxing.
Yeah.
As well, and you've got like the M&S Bank Arena. You did a couple of events this year, all absolutely.
Well, they
sold
also
out.
do a lot at the Blackie as well, you know.
Yeah.
And everything they do, as well as they open up the Olympia for cage fighting, don't they?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You know. Anyway, so I was I was asking about like the inspiration for your name, you know, and I was hoping for something really cool, right? You know,
I think it's cool.
Mad Saint.
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool.
So Mad Saint Media, where does it come from?
So my second name's Stuart, Jake's is Thompson, and Stephen's is Maddox. So it was Mad ST, and then that just turned into Mad Saint. Mad Saint Media. Mad Saint Studio.
I don't.
I think it's brilliant.
Okay. It's a cool name. Let's just leave it at that. It is a really cool name. And everything. And so I asked you, well, as I usually ask everyone, right? You know, because a lot of people, you know, here to promote something. What do you guys got coming up?
We've got quite a lot coming up actually. Like,
Well, actually,
some
wait.
things.
He said, if I tell you, I have to kill you.
It's true. We did say that.
Do the point.
007.
Added into his boxing choice.
Go on,
Well,
Jake.
you got quite a lot.
Get him, Jake.
You got a lot coming up, Jake.
We got a lot coming up. We're starting to work now with a lot of local businesses. We've sort of started taking over their social media and things like that. We're making a lot of reels and promotional photos for upcoming businesses. So, without naming one specific, we've got an activewear company who we're on board with now, a gin company.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And,
gin company.
Gin,
Yeah, gin.
Love it.
And
What, are they going to sponsor you?
yeah, hopefully.
All right, off camera, we'll talk.
Yeah,
couple of cans for free anyway.
we'll sort you out.
Hey, man, you know, you got that new gin and tonic, you know what I mean? Like Snoop Dogg stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, this is real thing. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And recently as well, a bike company as well that we're starting to work with the electric
Bikes, yeah.
Yeah.
You just want all showroom stuff. It's like, yeah, we can do that.
But
Absolutely.
you
no
were
problem.
saying, who dares grins, you got that
Yeah,
coming
so
up.
that's a live cavalcade of comedy, really. It throughout the northwest and into the northeast. It's far below as Wales as well, and they've also just started to do live music as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Showcase local talent and trekking across the country.
Well, also too is the gentleman joining us in the pod universe and everything like that. It'd be interesting to see what you guys come up with. I mean, like it's beyond offering podcasting facility, but what you guys actually decide to create as far as your podcast.
Would we want to?
Yeah,
I thought that's what you said.
Mad Saint Pod?
the Mad Saint Pod. Yeah.
Mad Saint Pod.
Never put anything on the air of what we talk about.
Actually, they have nothing to talk about.
No.
So look at that. They won't even hit my 6. You guys can't do it.
There's a reason the word "mad" is in our company name.
Okay, fine. So, basically, as you heard, they offer a lot of creative options. I mean, you know, like without going into all the numbers, you can always find that when we look into their social media handles about like how much it costs for like a photo shoot or a promotional video and everything. But tell us your social media handles.
So a lot of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it's all at Mad Saint Media. But the main one people tend to follow at the moment is our Mad Saint Studio Instagram, which is just at Mad Saint Studio.
Will they see those like what I saw, like the photo shoot examples?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So all our videography examples, photography, the studio space itself, the packages we offer, it's all on the Instagram.
Yeah, because I mean, like even just in going on one thing, I saw various different things, which is what people should have. It's like seeing not just one thing, but a lot of different things.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
I mean, like with the promo videos and the photo shooting and all that. But it's about driving traffic to there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think hopefully that's what will happen by you coming on this show
Fingers crossed.
and sharing about who you are and not just being ghost in the machines
Yeah.
and everything like that. You know what I mean? I mean, I hope you had a good time doing that.
It's been
Absolutely.
brilliant. Thanks very much for having us.
Right? Did you have a good time, Phil?
It's been amazing. No, I've really enjoyed it.
All because
He's
of
my
this.
egg
Not
McMahon.
because-
He's my egg McMahon with my Johnny Carson. It's been amazing, sir. You know, that's really good.
That's been great meeting you guys, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Really
definitely.
good, yeah.
No, definitely. I really do recommend, like, you know, because they are hard to find out there in that studio ghost town that nobody knows that exists.
What, you mean Liverpool?
Now you know there is
only around
one
the
media
corner.
company that is in that film studio.
Well, it would be hard to miss us.
It was. I swear, when I went for their coffee morning, it was like going into the back cave because, like, you know, you had to get the car to turn and it goes down the hill and then
Down
around.
the corner.
Yeah,
Very
it's
far
like,
corner.
and then I still couldn't find the
parking.
door because there's no number on your door.
Well, it's been
Yeah,
fixed.
you're
It's
right.
been
We're working on
fixed.
that.
It's been fixed.
Yeah, it doesn't cost much for a sign, fellas.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much. I mean, so that's Nick and Jake. See, I got it right, and
go.
everything like that, and everything. And I'm Chase Johnson Lynch. You've been listening to the Liverpool Community Podcast. You know, like and subscribe. Do all those things that we ask people to do. And you know, for now, we out of here. Thank you very much.